Whether you want to take your Madden game to the next level, busting huge runs every single play just like this, or you want to turn your opponent's man coverage into your personal punching bag with wide open routes just like this, maybe you want to take the top off the defense with huge one-play touchdowns against zone just like you see right here, or last but not least, you can glitch out the defense with crazy RPOs, leaving you wide open holes just like this. Either way, you clicked on the right video, and we're going to get into all this and more in today's episode of our Spread Offensive ebook. I don't want to waste any more of your time. Let's hop right into it. Alright, boys, you know where we're at. We are in the Spread Offensive playbook, aka pass balance if you're in Madden Ultimate Team, and we're going to be going over tight slot open today. One of the meta formations from last year that has leaked over to this year. It's still very, very good formation. As you guys know, tight was very, very popular. All kinds of tight formations were probably the meta formations in the game, and this was a very, very good one out of the Spread playbook. This was Gut Fox's go-to, and this is going to be something we can audible over to and have a lot of success with. I like to set my audibles just like this: Aggie, RPO, zone, peak, wheel switch, PA read. And the first play we're going to go over is the quick base. This quick base is a very, very nice run play. If you're facing man coverage, what you can do is you can motion this guy over, and he will take his man with him to the other side of the formation, hopefully giving you a little bit of an extra lane to run. You can take this to the outside, just like so, or you can cut it right back inside, follow that lead blocker. 4-5 quick base, very, very good run every single year. Even with that extra guy on the line to the left side of the formation, you can still have a lot of success. If you want to, you can even motion the tight end over and do the same kind of thing right here. He will follow to the other side. It also opens up the defense a little bit and hopefully gives you a little bit more lane to actually take this for a big gain. Right there, 4-5 quick base. One of the better runs in this formation. Next, we have the draw, and the draw can be kind of good against like dollar type sets where you have a pretty open hole up the middle. Right here, we're going to see we do have a little bit of success with it. We have a little bit of room to run. I don't think draws are amazing this year, but it's definitely here if you guys want to use it. The halfback draw, not a bad run at all. Definitely something you can throw in there every now and then to throw your opponent off. RPO peak zone, pretty self-explanatory, but this is more of an inside zone type run, so we can substitute this out for an inside zone in our playbook. That's why we have it in our audibles, because it's an inside zone type run. Also, if you guys notice, against zone coverage, a lot of this time, this guy will just dumb out here. This corner playing on the outside, if he's in a flat, if he's in a quarter flat, if he's in a hard flat, doesn't really matter. He's going to dumb out most of the time, and that throw is going to be wide open to the right side of the field. It's kind of weird that it happens like that, but as you guys can see, it is wide open every single time. Like, he's not even attempting to play it. I can flip the formation, the same thing's going to happen. The slant also is pretty open. Like, we do have a lane to throw that right there and pick up consistent yardage. This is one of the better RPOs in this playbook just because of how the defense plays it. As you guys can see, it's wide open every single time. So if they're playing zone coverage, you're going to be able to throw that 9 times out of 10. If they're playing man, sometimes if they don't pass commit, the same thing's going to happen. The run is also very good in this. You can still pick up consistent yardage running the ball, but the pass option in the RPO is really good. We can also do the same kind of thing that we've done with other RPOs, motion this guy out, turn him into a hitch, and you can motion him back. You can motion him back to the other side of the formation. You can really do whatever you want with this, but if you do this, as you guys can see, they play it a little bit better on that right side. So I really recommend no motion with this RPO, but it's definitely really good to know that you have almost a free touchdown if you're on the goal line and your opponent's playing any kind of zone defense, just because unless they pass commit, this is never going to be guarded, and on the goal line they're not going to pass commit. So this is a pretty much free touchdown within 5 yards. This play is really, really good, guys, and you need to be using it. So the first pass play we're going to go over is bench, and this is pretty good against both man and zone. Now, these corner routes aren't crazy this year. I really like to run this with my tight end to the short side of the formation, and the reason we're going to do that is so we can put this outside receiver on a whip route and give him a little bit more room to actually try to get open. As we're going to see right here, I'm going to try to buy some time in the pocket, and Kyle Pitts actually smoked on that route. That doesn't happen all the time just like that, but that is a good corner route on that right side. On the left side, you guys are going to see that Donald Parham is going to get open quite a lot too. right there, we have quite a big lane to throw. Bench, really, really good every single year against man coverage. This year is no different. When you hop in instant replay, you guys are going to see both corner routes are getting open. There's some meshing on that right side of the field. As soon as he makes his cut, he has 5 yards of separation. That's an easy lob over the top. The whip route's also open, and the out route isn't really that open, but it's still definitely throwable. If you guys want to mix something else in, what you can do here is you can put your running back on an angle route just to give you an extra option against the man coverage. And as you guys can see, the running back route fries right there got dropped because of the universal coverage. But you guys know angle routes are really, really good against man. So this play is good against both man and zone. I wanted to show you guys man first. Let's hop into zone now. So against the cover 3 here, all you really have to do is streak both of these outside receivers, and you can put your running back on either a flat, a table route, an in route, or an out route, really whatever you want to do. The Texas route's going to distract the user. The table route's going to give you another option as a check down. You can do a whole lot with this play. If you guys really want to make sure you clear out that sideline, you can go ahead and motion this guy over, and that'll give you a little extra space. Or if you flip the play, you can do the same thing to the tight end side with a little bit of motion out. But as long as we have enough time here, we're going to be able to throw either one of those corner routes for the flood concepts on the sideline. As you guys can see, triangle and X were both wide open. We can run it back just one more time. We're going to go ahead and use the Texas route this time. And either way, everything's going to be open on this play. Texas route's open, the corner route's open on both sides. It's an easy 20-30 yards down the field if your opponent's in a stop zone coverage. Next play we're going to go over is Aggie, and this corner route by OBJ is really, really good. And what I like to do here is put my tight end on a post route. If you have either tight end apprentice or hot route master, I recommend you have hot route master just in general for this offense. It's going to make everything way, way easier. And then you can put your outside receiver on a fade or a streak. You can put the slot receiver on a whip, and then you can put your running back on a Texas route, an in route, or an out route. Now, if you have a whip, I don't recommend you put your running back on an out route. You probably put him on an in route or a Texas route. Those are probably your best bets right here. Let's just see how this plays out. And you see how that corner route by OBJ did a really, really good job at getting separation against man. I stepped up a little bit too far in the pocket, but let's hop into instant replay and see exactly what happens here. OBJ, and this is against the universal coverage, still gets really, really good separation. This is an awesome play against man coverage, guys. This is going to beat man coverage consistently. This is one of those really, really nice, sharp corner routes. It's going to do really good against zone, too. I'll show you guys here in a second. The post route from Parham, Fries, we did get a step on the release from the streak. The whip route is wide open, and the angle route is wide open. A really, really nice man-beating play. If you guys want to mix it up a little bit, what you can do is put your tight end on a trail route. You can put your running back on a wheel route. You can put your outside receiver on a post, and you can put your inside receiver on a drag. This is another really nice route combo. We'll let this play out, and the wheel route should fry its man coverage. The post route is getting open over the top, and we're just going to see everything that gets open right there. Let's hop into instant replay just one more time, and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Right away, you're going to notice that the wheel route from the running back does fry his man. He has a couple steps on him, easy lob over the top. The post route from Devontae Adams, because it is coming from where it's coming from, he does get a step right here. As you guys can see, you can also throw it on the break just like that. Easy dot down the middle for about 20 yards. The trail route actually got pretty bagged. Doesn't usually happen like that. There was probably a little bit of bumping right there, and not really any bumping, but he just played it really well. And you guys can see, again, the corner route just gets wide open against man coverage, and that's against the universal coverage too. So there's a lot of different things you can do with this play against man coverage. You can also drag both of these guys or both of these guys. You can put this guy on a corner route. You can put this guy on a post route and motion him over. Whole lot you can do with this play, guys. You can also still put your running back on a wheel route. This is just a really, really nice play. This is going to give you kind of a bunch style look, and we can go ahead and snap this, and we'll see the post route fries, the wheel route fries, the corner route fries. All really good options against man coverage. Beating man coverage is not hard this year if you guys are using the right routes. And we're going to give you all the options in the spread playbook. But this is probably the best man-beating play out of this formation. Now let's see what it does to zone. So up against the cover 4 right here, and what I really like to do against zone coverage is you can put your running back on a table route, and I'm just going to show you guys how this works out. Now, there's really nice spacing, and basically this corner route, and I throw a pick right there, but as you guys can see, that corner route just gets underneath any kind of deep zone, like pretty much every single time. Now, this kind of meshing concept on the right side of the field isn't great. So what you can do is you can put this guy in a post and put your slot receiver on a streak, and this kind of be a cover 4 beater a lot of the time. As long as you have time, you can really do whatever you want with the running back. I actually really like, I like these little routes. They are really, really good, guys. And that is going to be the ghost route out of the backfield. If you guys don't know what it is, ghost routes are really, really nice. Let's see if we can actually get this over the top for a one-play touchdown. And this is actually going to work a lot better to the wide side of the field. So I'm going to go ahead and move this guy over right here. And we're going to see exactly how this works out. Post, streak, and we'll go with the flat right there. And this post streak combo is really, really good against cover 4. As you guys can see, we do get it over the top to Devontae Adams for an easy one-play touchdown. I'm going to go ahead and go down right there. You guys don't need to see that. But what is also important to note is if we hop into instant replay, this corner route is just so shallow that it gets underneath every single deep zone. Like, this is wide open on the sideline, and there's nothing pulling that deep zone farther downfield. Like, I can just leave this play stock. I can block my running back, and we're still going to be able to throw that underneath any kind of deep zone for an easy gain. This route is really good against every single zone coverage. This is probably the premier play in this formation. You have to have specific zone drops to guard it, and the flat route from the tight end is also really good. You can also put your running back on a wheel route or a streak and motion him over. The wheel route's going to do a really good job at clearing out any kind of deep zones on that side of the field too. And that flat route from the tight end is going to do a great job at clearing out any kind of flat route on that left side of the field to give you an opening to throw that. If you have Hot Route Master or Slot Apprentice, you can put this guy on a corner route, and you can put this guy on a streak right here or a fade, and this is going to do the same kind of thing on that right side of the field and allow you to get over the top of any kind of zone. As you guys can see right here, free window for the running back, and of course the corner route was getting open on both sides of the field. This play is awesome, guys. You need to be using it. This is one of the best plays in this entire playbook, and there's a reason this was meta last year. Next, we're going to talk about the play wheel switch, and if you guys have seen any of my other ebooks this year, you guys are going to know that I really like these wheel routes. This one is really good, just in general. What I like to do right here is put this outside guy on a streak, and then I put my running back on a table route. And you can really do whatever you want with this guy right here. If you want to put him on a post, you can put him on a post. That is a pretty good route combo. But if you do put him on a post, I would motion him out. That way he crosses the middle of the field kind of late. And you guys will see why I don't want it to interrupt that wheel route and streak combo on the right side of the field. But this is a really nice route combo right here. And if you do motion this guy out, he's going to get different hot routes, just so you know. He's going to get outside hot routes. So if you want the deeper post, you can motion him out and put him on the deeper post. But I like the Slot Apprentice post a little bit better. So again, we're going to set it up just like this. And I want to show you guys on the sideline what's going to happen. And on this right side of the field, this is going to get cleared out by the streak, and the wheel route behind it's going to be wide open. Wheel routes with streaks behind it, or streaks with wheel routes behind it, are really good against any kind of zone coverage this year. You can also clear out the middle of the field with a streak right here and put your running back on a Texas route if you would like to do that. And I'll show you guys what that looks like as well. It takes a little bit more time to develop because of that double move from the stop post. But you guys are going to see that it's going to get open in the middle of the field. And then, of course, we have the table route to distract the user. Running back curls are also really good this year, too. People really don't mention it too much, but as you guys can see, it was wide open. Universal coverage knocked it out. If you guys want to distract the user with something other than a Texas route, you can go ahead and put your running back on a curl. I was saying table route before. I meant Texas route. Sorry, guys. Running back on a curl, and then same kind of route combo right here. Again, we're going to have the sideline on that right side, and then we just have to buy enough time in the middle of the field to be able to throw that little double move post up the middle. Obviously, we got sacked right there. I can show you guys one more time, but you guys get the concept. Have the user bite down on the running back curl, and then over the top, we're going to have OBJ in the middle of the field for a massive gain, even a touchdown, like a 98-yard touchdown. So awesome play right there. This is really, really good too, guys. It's good against both man and zone. The double move is going to get separation against man. It just takes a little bit too long. And if they're playing off man, you're going to be able to throw that quick wheel to the slot as well. I'm not going to showcase that right here because it's not super, super consistent. But if you can get a little bit of a pick, you're going to be able to take that off to the races. Now let's hop into our next play, which is one of my favorite plays in this entire formation, and this is going to shred pretty much any zone coverage. That play is going to be P.A. Reed. And what P.A. Reed is going to do is going to be a consistent cover 3 and cover 4 beater. Basically, all you have to do right here is put your your tight end on a streak and this guy on a comeback route. And because of the spacing right here, you guys are going to see over the top, this is an easy one-play touchdown to OBJ. Now, right there, what happened was the tight end got bumped, so the streak didn't get enough time to clear out any kind of zone in the middle of the field. And right here, this is not going to happen. Again, as soon as it gets over the top, easy one-play score. Make somebody miss, and you're off to the races. Super, super easy right there, guys. So all you have to do, again, is streak from the tight end and then comeback route. Now, one other thing with this play is this is a really nice play stock. I really like to drag this receiver right here, though, and what this is going to do is give you kind of a unique combo from the high-low, from the crosser and the drag underneath, and then the post will still do a pretty good job at getting over the top. To the point where we are going to be able to fit it in a tight window. A lot of the time, not always, but a lot of the time, if you really wanted to, you can actually streak this slot receiver and do the same kind of thing right here and then put your running back on like an in or out route. You guys will see exactly what I mean right here. And you do have a little bit of space to throw that post over the middle. I know it doesn't really seem that ideal. I like the clear out from the tight end a little bit better with the comeback route, but again, a lot you can do with this play. Against man coverage is also really, really good, and I'm going to show you guys that right here. And what makes this really good against man coverage is just, again, the spacing of the routes. And press man specifically is going to get fried by this fade by Devontae Adams. You guys see he gets a step right there. And we're able to throw it over the top. Now, it didn't look super clean. A lot of the time, he's going to get a better release. When you get an outside release on that fade route, it's going to be a touchdown pretty much every single time. But the crosser from the tight end and the whip route right here all do great jobs at getting separation against man coverage as well. One other unique thing about this play is the post from OBJ. Now, there is a universal coverage right here, so we might not have a chance to throw it. There's also an inside third in the middle. Now, again, it actually didn't get knocked out there. We were able to hold on to it. But just how it releases, because he's up on the line like that, usually you won't get a press animation on that, and that's going to be an easy throw over the middle, as long as there's not an inside third guarding it right there. And what you can do to clear that out even more and distract the user is put your running back on a Texas route again. So, Texas route, and we would have had pretty much everything open right there. We're just getting screamed at because practice mode is practice mode. So I got one more play to show you guys, and I think you guys are going to love it. But first, we're going to hop into what this looks like against the cover 2, because this is the best play in the entire playbook against cover 2. All right, so against the cover 2, what you're going to do is you're going to put your slot receiver on a streak, and you're going to go ahead and motion this guy out. And he's just going to hit the sideline. You're going to be able to throw it for an easy gain, just consistently easy gain. It doesn't matter if they have a cloud or a hard flat out there. If you don't get the bump, it'll be even easier. But with the bump, it's still really, really easy. Now, if you don't motion him out, you're still going to get have a window to throw that right there. It's just going to be a little bit tighter. And what you can actually do is you can freeform this to the outside late against the cover 2 like this, and you're still going to be able to get over the top just like that. As you guys can see, it's a one-play touchdown pretty much either way. But with the motion out, it's a little bit safer. Now, you're going to want to make sure that you are running this with your wide receivers to the wide side of the field. So the 2 wide receivers are going to be to the wide side of the field always with this play. You also have the option of the post over the middle late, just like that. If the fade route isn't open, if they put an outside third right there or something. But if there's a deep half right there, it's going to be a one-play touchdown pretty much every single time. Again, over the top for an easy 50 yards. Maybe not a one-play touchdown, but an easy 50 yards. Just the angle that fade route takes is crazy against the cover two. If you want something else underneath, you can create some kind of unique combos, like motion the tight end over, have that crosser go to the outside. You can put your running back on in route or an out route or a table route. You can do some pretty unique things with this play. And again, we would have had it for a one-play touchdown. We also had the running back wide open underneath. The cloud flat just doesn't play deep enough to guard that running back table route. So we can showcase this just one more time. And again, this throw is super consistent. As long as you can get it over the top, it's going to be an easy score. And that's why I say this is the best play in the entire playbook against cover two. So the last play we're going to go over is bench switch. And a couple ways you can run this against cover three. But what I really like about this is C routes kind of pull down outside thirds. So if you streak both the tight end and the slot receiver, a lot of the time you're going to have a one-play touchdown if you run your two receivers to the wide side of the field. As you guys can see right here, that third just doesn't get deep enough to actually play that streak from the slot. And he kind of doesn't know if he wants to play the tight end or the slot receiver on that streak. So he really just kind of doesn't play either one, and with a nice pass lead to the outside, that's going to be a one-play touchdown pretty much every single time. So again, a really nice cover three beater. There's a lot of different ways to beat coverages with C routes this year. I think they're super underutilized as far as coverage beater goes. If you run this with the receivers to the short side of the field, though, what this is going to do is actually going to open up that C route on the sideline. As you guys can see right here, it's going to get deep. And a lot of the time that'll get over like 25, 30-yard flats too. You can also, if you want to smart route it, it's going to run a little bit different. As you guys can see right there, it runs a little bit deeper if you do smart route it. And hopefully you're going to be able to hit a little bit deeper down the sideline if you really want to get over like a 25-yard flat, which people like to play. As you guys can see, I'm getting sacked, but it is obviously wide open. And again, if you want to open up the sideline on the left side, what you can do is put your tight end on a corner route if you do have hot route master or tight end apprentice. And then right here we can do the same kind of thing, put OBJ on a streak, and then you can do whatever you want with the running back. You can put him on a curl, you can put him on an in route, table route, out route, really whatever you want right there. I'm going to go with the table route right here. That way we can have a check down low, and again, Devontae Adams wide open for about 30 yards down the field. So that's going to do it for today, folks. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on that noti bell so you're notified every time we put another part out to our Spread Offensive ebook. There's going to be another part coming tomorrow. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and get ready for another banger tomorrow. As always, it's your boy Killer Cam Friend. See you guys in the next one. Peace.